we do have the strategic plan report, have a PowerPoint. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. This will be posted on the website soon, but this is our first time reporting metrics for the 2023-2028 strategic plan. So we'll just dive right in. Next slide, please. So just to refresh our memories, the strategic plan really had 4 goals focusing on people, process, problem gambling, and partnerships. With goal 1, to become an employer of choice that attracts and retains highly skilled, valued, and a diverse workforce. As very along the agenda lines today, 45% of our staff have over 15 years of time with service with the agency. I know that we talk a lot about staff shortages, but we do need to recognize that we do have a strong retention rate as well. 51% of our staff have over 15 years of state service compared to the state average of 23%. So really, really proud of the fact that we are able to retain a good number of our employees. In fact, we have a very, very good retention rate, so we're very pleased with that. A few other highlights: we've removed education requirements for most positions that we are posted now. We have reclassified 4 law enforcement certified positions as non-law enforcement certified positions, and in hopes to open the pool up a bit. 46% of staff are working on a hybrid work site, and 71% of staff are working in a flexible schedule. We have implemented in 24 a new DEIB competency for all staff, and then also implemented a new in-house implicit bias training this last year. And staff are working through at a more rapid rate than is required in attending the state's DS's diversity, equity, and inclusion mandatory training program, which I believe is about 20 hours. And so staff are required to attend 1 training a year, but staff are moving through the whole series rather rapidly. And so we're thrilled about that. Any questions on that? Just a few high level. Okay, next slide, please. In terms of process, be a leader in gambling licensing regulation enforcement. 31 staff are participating in 21 national organizations, and 3 of staff have held positions of board member, president, and vice president in 3 of those national trade organizations. I'm very impressed by this, but staff have given 47 presentations at federal and state organizations, and it doesn't necessarily mean organizations. I know a number of staff have also, this includes licensees as well, to over 350 licensees and attendees. And so that can look like going to one of the charitable nonprofit organizations that are, nationwide, and speaking on gambling activities, how to do that in Washington, or any of the other national organizations that we're part of. We've had 6 engagements with tribal partners and 31 engagements with stakeholders, focusing on areas of potential efficiencies. We've identified 96 business processes that could be replaced through automation with our Polaris system. Working on organizational change management training, and in terms of the funding component of this goal, we have implemented new rules to align our expiration dates for licensees, which will help us with future funding changes with the when we make fee adjustments. So those are just a few of the high points with that. Go to next slide, please. Problem gambling. Last year, we implemented a rule that actually specified where problem gambling signs were to be posted, and addressed advertisements for containing a responsible gaming message, and also allows patrons to unsubscribe from future advertisements. As I just mentioned, we've worked with Evergreen Council on signage, and we have more plans to work with Evergreen Council in the very near future. We've participated in all the disordered gambling advisory work group meetings, which included presenting the Nickel G's resolution as the commissioners requested. And we've made the problem gambling resource information for self-exclusion applicants available in 12 different languages. Next slide, please. In terms of partnerships, to strengthen partnerships with governmental agencies, licensees, and the public, we've had 92 meetings with tribal governments, federal, state, and local agencies. We've issued a number of publications and news releases. Our social engagements are continuing to increase, and such things as our newsletter is a new way of communicating and working with getting the information out. We've had 21 engagements with tribal partners and 31 engagements with stakeholders to identify areas of efficiencies. And lastly, in 23, when we updated our website, we made sure that we were complying with all accessibility standards and making our website more functional regardless of the device being used. So, yes.
Can I ask what's the purpose of the social media stuff?
Oh, so we put that as outlining as a way of engaging with our licensees and partners. Sorry, I didn't take time to drill down into the specifics of the strategies.
Just interested, yeah.
We're really wanting to try to make sure that we're telling our story and making sure that people know what we're doing, and it does we do get questions back, which are helpful too, for people to help understand what our role is if we do put something out there and they're not sure of, why we're sending these messages.